There's a habit, a silent killer of progress, a thief of potential. It doesn't shout, it whispers, and it sounds like this. I'll start tomorrow. I'm not ready yet. What if I fail? What if they laugh at me? You see, you can't win. Not in business, not in health, not in love, not in life, until you break this habit of hesitation, of second-guessing yourself, of talking yourself out of your own future. Let me tell you something powerful that Les Brown once said. The graveyard is the richest place on earth, because it is here that you will find all the hopes and dreams that were never fulfilled. Why? Because of hesitation, because of self-doubt, because of that tiny voice that convinces people to wait, to play small, to settle. Here's the truth. You don't need more motivation. You need to stop waiting for perfect timing. You need to stop waiting for permission. You need to stop playing mental chess with your future. The habit of waiting is killing your destiny. It's not your enemies. It's not your lack of money. It's not even your background. It's you. You waiting. You're scrolling. You're researching. You're praying. You're journaling. But deep down, you're just stalling. And every day you wait, your dream fades just a little more. Every day you hesitate, someone else, less talented, less prepared, takes your place. Let me ask you, how many times have you told yourself, this is the year, this is the month I'll get serious. This is the time I'll finally show up for myself. And yet here you are, still stuck, still thinking about it, still hesitating. Why? Because you haven't made one decision to break the habit of doubt, the habit of fear, the habit of giving yourself 1,000 reasons why it's not the right time. There's a line by Tony Robbins that hits hard. The only impossible journey is the one you never begin. Most people aren't failing because of lack of talent. They're failing because they never even started. They've rehearsed their excuses so well. They believe them. You can't win that way. You can't conquer what you refuse to face. You can't reach what you never stretched for. You can't become what you're afraid to be. And let me tell you something else, straight talk. The habit of procrastination isn't harmless. It's deadly. Every time you hit snooze on your potential, you train your mind to be lazy, to settle, to be okay with less. You don't need more inspiration. You need urgency, because the clock is ticking. You don't have forever. You're not promised next year. You might not even have next month. Imagine looking back at your life 10 years from now and realizing you were always one decision away. One step, one call, one risk, one yes. But you never took it. You stayed comfortable. You waited. And now you live with what if. Is it the life you want? You can't win until you break this habit. And you know the habit I'm talking about. It's not just laziness. It's not just fear. It's the habit of retreat. Every time things get hard, you shrink. Every time you're uncertain, you wait. Every time you fail once, you quit. That's what has to die. You're not failing because you're incapable. You're failing because you're inconsistent. Because you don't finish what you start. Now, let me tell you about the comfort of the cage. There's a habit so subtle, so socially accepted, that most people never realize it's the reason their dreams are dying. That habit, it's choosing comfort over courage. We say things like, I'll start tomorrow. This isn't the right time. I'm not ready yet. And the world nods along with us. It lets us off the hook. Because comfort is easy. Comfort is safe. Comfort feels good for now. But what if I told you your comfort zone is a prison with velvet walls? You don't feel the bars because they're soft, but they're still there. And they're keeping you from everything you say you want. Les Brown said it best. Too many of us are not living our dreams because we are living our fears. Fear is dressed up like logic. It whispers, be realistic. It says, take it slow. It convinces you that playing it safe is wisdom. But here's the truth. Nothing great was ever built in comfort. You'll never find a world changer who made their impact while playing small, staying hidden, and doing only what was easy. Look at your life right now. How many goals have you delayed because it wasn't the perfect time? How many times have you felt the pull to take action, but waited instead? How often do you watch others win and wonder when your time will come? The answer isn't in waiting. The answer is in breaking the habit of hiding behind comfort. It starts with one decision. Growth only happens at the edge of resistance. That's why cold showers are hard. Why waking up at 5 a.m. is hard. Why speaking up, showing up, and going all in is hard. But the fact that it's hard is what makes it worth it. The version of you you're trying to become, they're not built by repeating your past. They're forged by stepping outside your usual patterns, by doing the hard thing every day. Craig Groeschel quoted, "Discipline is choosing what you want most over what you want now." Discipline breaks the habit. Consistency breaks the habit. Courage breaks the habit. You want a new life? You have to kill the old patterns. Do you know the most dangerous habit in the world is not drugs? It's not alcohol. It's not even laziness. It's this: I'll do it later. That phrase has robbed more people of their destiny than any addiction ever could. You know why? Because later becomes never. Every time you delay, your confidence dies a little more. Your identity weakens. Your vision blurs. Every maybe later is a step away from your breakthrough. But every action, no matter how small, is a vote for the person you're becoming. Woke up and didn't hit snooze? That's a win. Said no to fast food and chose something clean? That's discipline. Opened your laptop and worked when you didn't feel like it? That's growth. Went to the gym when you were tired? That's power. These are the moments that shape winners. Success doesn't shout. It whispers. And only those who are disciplined enough to listen can hear it. Someone said, "Greatness is not found in extraordinary moments. It's found in the ordinary decisions made with extraordinary consistency." How true. If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. Break the habit, burn the excuses, and build the discipline that wins wars inside and outside of you. This is your time, but only if you claim it. The pattern you can't see, but everyone else can. Sometimes the habits holding you back aren't loud. They don't knock down your door or shout in your face. They whisper. They show up in your hesitation, in your procrastination, in your excuses, in your fear to start. And what's worse, you don't see it, but everyone else around you does. They see the talent you're not using. They see the moments you keep wasting. They hear you say, "I'm going to change," but they've stopped believing you will. Les Brown once said, "You don't get in life what you want. You get in life what you are." And if your habit is always shrinking, always quitting, always blaming, then you don't attract breakthrough. You attract breakdown. The truth is, you can't keep saying one day and expect your future to thank you. One day is how average people delay greatness. It's how fear disguises itself as logic. It's how habits steal your life in slow motion. Let's be honest. What habit is quietly destroying your destiny? Is it waiting to feel ready before you act? Is it seeking validation before you move? Is it comparing yourself to everyone else so you never focus on your journey? Those aren't quirks. They're chains. And no, they won't just disappear on their own. You can't pray them away, wish them away, or hope they fade. You have to break them. Someone told a story of the man who had it all, but was stuck. Let's name this man William for the purpose of this video. William was a very smart young man, driven, had a vision board, had a journal, listens to podcasts and videos. He had been to different seminars, but for some reason, he couldn't move forward. He started things, then stopped. He made plans, then changed them. Every Monday was a fresh start. Every Friday was another week wasted. One day, his mentor sat him down and asked, "William, do you know what your real problem is?" William said, "I just haven't found the right opportunity." The mentor shook his head. "No," he said, "your problem is not opportunity. It's self-sabotage disguised as planning. You keep researching because you're afraid to risk. You keep starting over because you're afraid to be seen growing slowly. You don't have a dream problem. You have a discipline problem." That hit William so hard he didn't speak, because deep down, he knew it was true. You might think your problem is, "I don't have time. I don't know where to start. I don't feel ready." But what if the real problem is that you've gotten used to lying to yourself? What if the real habit you need to break is the habit of shrinking your life to fit your fear? Listen, always remember this quote. Fear doesn't always scream. Sometimes fear sounds like logic. "I'll wait till the kids grow up. I just need a little more research. This isn't the right time." But fear doesn't care about the right time. It only wants one thing, your delay. And it's winning. Because every time you delay, you weaken your identity. Every time you wait, you reinforce the belief that you're not ready. Every time you shrink back, your brain whispers, "See? Told you you're not the one." This is why you're tired, even when you haven't done much. Ever felt exhausted from doing nothing? That's what internal conflict does to you. When there's a war between your potential and your patterns, you'll feel in your body, your mind, your soul. Because deep down, you know you're built for more. And the longer you ignore that truth, the heavier life feels. Craig Greschel said, "Your life is moving in the direction of your strongest thoughts." So if your strongest thought is, "I'm not enough. It's too late. I always mess it up," then don't be surprised when your life mirrors that. This is the habit we must break. The habit of thinking like a victim when you were born to be a victor. The world doesn't need your excuses. It needs your example. There are people watching you right now. Your kids, your siblings, your friends who are secretly hoping you make it. They don't need another person who talks about dreams and never lives them. They need someone who breaks the cycle, someone who does the hard work, someone who chooses discipline over dopamine. That can be you, but it starts with owning your habit, not hiding from it, not blaming the world, not playing the victim. Own it, call it out, kill it before it kills your future. You want to win? Then you have to be different. Winners aren't born with better luck. They're just willing to be uncomfortable longer than everyone else. They wake up earlier. They say no to distractions. They stop explaining themselves. They build momentum when no one's watching. They understand this truth, quoted by Warren Buffett. The chains of habit are too light to be felt until they are too heavy to be broken. So they don't wait until it's bad enough. They act early. They act consistently. And you can too. Break the habit or break your future. Let me ask you straight. How many more years are you willing to let this pattern win? How many more fresh starts will you waste? How many more times will you say next month and feel sick when you realize it's been 5 years? You don't need a new plan. You need a new mindset. You don't need more motivation. You need discipline. You don't need to get lucky. You need to become so relentless luck wouldn't even make a difference. This isn't about hype. It's about healing. It's about freedom. Because once you break this habit, your whole life opens up. Rewire the pattern, and you rewire your power. Let this be your moment. No more acting confused. No more playing small. No more choosing what's easy over what's meaningful. It's time to say no when you need to say no. To stay consistent even when no one claps. To forgive yourself, but still move forward. To own your day before it owns you. Because you can't win, you can't thrive, you can't rise until you break this habit, and you will. Discipline is the door, pain is the price. Let's stop pretending. You know exactly what you need to do. You've known it for a long time. You don't need more information. You need more execution. But here's the truth most people run from. Execution is painful because it means leaving behind your comfort. It means saying no to the old version of you. It means showing up when you don't feel like it, again and again and again. Most people avoid that pain, but successful people, they walk right through it because they've learned something most never will. If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. But if you do what is hard, your life will be easy. Quoted by Les Brown. Let me say that again. If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. But if you do what is hard, your life will be easy. The life you want, the version of you that you're dying to become, it lives behind discomfort. So let me ask you, what pain are you avoiding right now? The pain of getting up early? The pain of staying focused? The pain of building something for the long term instead of chasing quick wins? Whatever it is, that's the very path to your freedom. One of the reasons people quit is because success feels boring. You've been trained by a culture addicted to dopamine. Likes, notifications, quick results. But success, real success, it's boring. It looks like waking up early when no one's watching, showing up to the gym when you don't feel like it, writing another page, making another cold call, practicing when nobody claps. And if you can't learn to love the boredom, you'll never hold the blessing. Jim Rohn said, "Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day." So stop chasing the high, chase the habit. Because your future is hiding in what you do daily, not what you dream of someday. Let's be honest, you're afraid of being average. And that's a good thing, because deep down, you were never meant to blend in. But here's what you have to understand. Average isn't a status. It's a lifestyle. It's hitting snooze instead of rising early. It's skipping the workout because you're tired. It's spending hours scrolling instead of creating. It's talking about your dreams instead of building them. Average isn't bad luck. It's repeated choices daily. And the longer you delay breaking that habit, the deeper it roots in your identity. You weren't born to be average, so stop acting like it. You have to choose your pain. There's pain in discipline, and there's pain in regret. But only one of them leads to freedom. Which one are you choosing? Every time you skip a habit, you're choosing regret. Every time you delay growth, you're choosing regret. Every time you say tomorrow, you're stacking more weight onto your future. But every time you get up, even when it's hard, you're choosing freedom. So choose wisely. Jim Rohn quoted, "Discipline weighs ounces, Regret weighs tons. There's a reason you feel stuck. There's a reason you keep hesitating. There's a reason you feel small, even though you were born for greatness. And it's not your ability. It's not your talent. It's not your environment. It's your inconsistency. Because every time you break a promise to yourself, your brain remembers. You said you'd wake up at 5. You didn't. You said you'd write every day. You skipped. You said this time is different, but it wasn't. And now, you don't believe yourself anymore. So even when you say, I'm serious, a part of you whispers, we've said that before. If you want to rebuild your confidence, rebuild your consistency. Start with one thing. Keep it, own it, master it. Because confidence isn't built by shouting affirmations. It's built by keeping your own word. You got to stop living in loops. Break the pattern. You ever notice how your life feels like a loop? You get inspired. You make a plan. You start strong. You lose steam. You crash. You start over. It's exhausting. You're not lazy. You're not broken. You're just trapped in a loop. And loops don't break on their own. They break when you interrupt the pattern. That means moving even when you don't feel like it. Doing it before you're ready. Following through after the motivation is gone. It won't feel natural. It won't feel easy. It might not even feel right at first. But if you don't interrupt the pattern, you'll repeat it forever. The habits you hide become the prisons you live in. Let me be blunt. The version of you that wins, that inspires people, that builds something great, that version doesn't hide behind comfort. It's time to step up, because the more you tolerate this habit, the more it becomes your identity. I've always been like this. It's just how I am. I'm not a morning person. I'm just bad with money. I can't stay focused. Lies. All of it. Those are habits you learned, not truths you were born with. And if you learn them, you can unlearn them. But not if you keep hiding behind them. Expose the habit. Break the habit. Live free. Imagine your life after the breakthrough. Pause for a second and imagine this. Close your eyes and imagine this. You wake up with purpose. You trust yourself again. You're consistent. Your mind is clear. You're proud of the person in the mirror. You're making moves, not excuses. You feel strong, disciplined, focused. Feels good, doesn't it? That's not a fantasy. That's who you become on the other side of the habit. But you won't get there by wishing. You'll get there by doing what you know you need to do, even when it's hard. One day at a time. One choice at a time. One habit at a time. And it starts today. You've been carrying this habit for too long. It's slowed you down, dimmed your light, made you doubt yourself. But enough is enough. You don't need more motivation. You need a decision. Because the life you want is not built in spurts of inspiration. It's built in quiet discipline when nobody is watching. This is the year you change. This is the moment you flip the switch. But only if you stop letting that one habit hold you back. Greatness requires a funeral. You want to rise? Then something has to die. The lazy you, the unfocused you, the one that blames the world instead of doing the work, the one that scrolls instead of studies, the one that talks instead of builds. Eric Thomas said, "You must be willing to give up who you've been for who you can become." That's the price. You don't get to bring your old habits into your new life. It's time for a funeral, for the version of you that keeps losing, and a rebirth of the version of you that wins. The version that shows up, the version that leads, the version that executes. No one is coming. Let me say it again for the ones in the back. No one is coming to save you. No coach is coming to save you. No program is coming to save you. No friend is coming. It's you. It has always been you. If you're still waiting for permission, stop. You're the permission. If you're waiting to feel ready, forget it. You're ready enough. What you need now is motion. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "Do the thing and you'll have the power." Start small. Start messy. Start afraid. Just start. Do you know that every day is a vote for the person you're becoming? Think of your habits like casting votes. Every workout is a vote for a healthy you. Every early morning is a vote for a disciplined you. Every focused hour is a vote for a successful you. But every excuse is also a vote. Every "I'll do it later." Every "it's not the right time." Every "I just don't feel like it." You are voting with your actions every day. So the question is, who are you voting for? Because after enough votes, the winner gets crowned. Is it the old you, the excuse maker, the comfort addict? Or is it the new you, the one who breaks through, the one who leads, the one who wins? The choice is yours. You were born to break chains, not wear them. Maybe no one ever told you this, but you're a chain breaker. You weren't born to repeat cycles. You were born to end them. Poverty ends with you. Mediocrity ends with you. Excuses end with you. Fear ends with you. You were born with the power to choose differently. So stop carrying the pain of your past like it's your future. Break the chain. Start the legacy. Let your life be a message. I refuse to stay stuck. Don't just listen, do it. Right now, you've got fire in your chest. You feel it, the energy, the conviction, the clarity. But if you don't act on it, it'll fade. That's how most people lose. They get hyped, but they never move. And then one day, they realize everything they ever wanted was just on the other side of consistent action. So don't just listen. Do it. This video isn't the answer. You are. The answer is in the action you take after this ends. Will you wake up earlier tomorrow? Will you say no to distractions? Will you write, create, build, grow? Will you finally break the habit? That's the only thing that matters. This is your moment. You don't need a perfect plan. You need courage. The courage to start. The courage to keep going. The courage to stop choosing your comfort. You've got what it takes. It's already inside you. Now silence the noise. Forget the opinions. Forget the fear. This is your life. And today, you're not waiting. You're not hoping. You're not wishing. You're doing. If this message spoke to you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe for more content that sharpens your mind and fuels your greatness. And if you're serious about breaking the habits holding you back, listen to this video again and again until it sinks deep. If this message is speaking to you, don't forget to subscribe to The Balanced Beat for more life-changing wisdom and powerful motivation. Hit that like button to support the channel and share this with someone who needs to hear it today. We're building something meaningful here, and your support means everything.